Hello, this is Homesteading Northwest Florida. It is Sunday, August 13th, 2023. Happy birthday to my sister Lisa. And it is 2:15 in the afternoon. And my outdoor thermometer says it's 104 degrees. These are Mexican petunias. Things kind of wilt in the afternoon when it's 104 degrees. That's yesterday. It gets a little bit hotter even at about 3 o'clock. Let's check our other thermometer. That's a real deal. What does that say? Oh, it says 101. So, yep, this time of year, really hard to get things done because it gets so hot in the afternoon. You only have a few hours in the morning where you really want to water. But I am growing some lettuce, which I harvested some this morning. And if you keep on watering, everything does all right. But the grass isn't looking so good. Yesterday was like 105, I think, and there's a humidity with a heat index also. Everybody always, why did you plant two palm trees so close together? Well, you never know what's going to happen, and I think with the heat or the compost that I put down, this palm tree is not doing so well. But this windmill palm has got really no problems here. And the roses, they can handle it. Actually, this one is doing really well. I did water all this morning, and I dug up a green onion that was growing right here, and cut off the end and planted that. But yeah, the roses can deal with pretty much everything here. I'll take this piece off of here. You have stuff hanging on them. Roses are fine. Here's my one remaining cherry tree that's alive. I had like 6 of them at one time, but with the heat and everything, now I'm going to try to grow peach and nectarine trees. But the pits seem to be really, this is Mexican petunia that I moved from that other spot. So that's got one bloom there. They usually bloom in the morning. Oh, here's a weed. I'll take this weed out of here if I can. Oh yeah. And the weeds are vulnerable now. So I did clear one area of weeds. Only problem is when you're clearing, you get bit by fire ants. This area is my photo area. So I always like to keep it clear of leaves and weeds, any grass that might be growing. I like to keep it clear. So, been doing that. It's partially in the shade, and then I take a fan and put it outside on the porch when it's hot like this. It's about one of the only things that you can do is sit down and weed. Sit on the ground and weed. And I don't like not doing anything. But now it got a little bit cloudy here. So, still trying to keep the rats at bay here. Seems like I killed quite a few of them. And even the ants will eat the peanut butter and the poison off of the traps here. This is my spare tire for my truck. Oh, what do we got? Dirt in there somehow. Probably the ants drug it in and tried to make a house in here, but looks like some rat or mouse got in here and ate some of this, and then the ants kind of took over. So, I don't know how long my battery will last here. Cleared out this whole area it was all a big brush pile, so that gives you a little bit more of a breeze coming through here. Nice area. So, also, what I got, it rained a little bit yesterday. Here's the smilax still coming up from the tubers, the greenbrier, which I call growing barbed wire. But because it has such a large, wetter tuber in there, it can still come up with no rain. I think it can even live on the humidity in the air. But I'm still watering stuff back here. And I think this plant next to this crepe myrtle is what they call a golden chain tree. I'm not sure, because it's got these flowers here at the end of every, I think it, then it might, that's why they call it a chain, because they're at the end, and then it might grow like a regular stem. But that's kind of pretty, and it's been, well, I've been watering the crepe myrtle even, and everything. And the green giant arborvitaes back here, doing good. Rose bushes need to cut off the ends for the rose hips. This palm tree I keep on watering. This is a California palm tree. It's got all those hairs on the fan part. Yep, so doing our best to keep all the weeds down, but even the weeds aren't really growing now. Green giant arborvitae. Oh, and I also pulled off some pods that formed here that were from the evergreen bagworm, which, you know, that's the last thing I want to get on these nice green giant arborvitaes. It looks like a little mass cocoon of pine needles. So cut some of those off. You actually have to cut them off. So no thank you. Here we got a Mexican milkweed back here. And we have a little pumpkin, although the leaves are wilted because it's so hot today, 104. And here's our biochar, which that I just put everything in there, the ashes and all. I'll probably soak it and put fertilizer, water, and put it in the compost pile. Because it doesn't seem to do really good. It's like it, unless you soak it and get fertilizer impregnated in the biochar, it doesn't do anything for the plants. But it seems to absorb nutrients out of the soil. So it's kind of necessary to soak it and add fertilizer and then let it sit in a compost pile and do what it's going to do for a little while before you just add it to the soil. Alright, here's the banana trees with no watering. They're doing alright. We got some timber bamboo that's not fertilized. Ooh, we're getting a little cloudy here, little dark clouds. It did rain yesterday. It just does that because of the extreme heat, so maybe we'll get a little bit of rain today. Got the burn barrel getting all loaded up again. Over there. Alright, well, thanks for watching.